Well, if you've been following along on the Spector Creative channel with the Power of the Jedi reviews and look-backs, well, we're now in the heart of Power of the Jedi, and that meant it's time to talk about Ketwol, the world's greatest action figure. Well, not really. You might, like me, be saying, like the Gompy song, Ketwol, Ketwol, who the F is Ketwol? And you wouldn't be wrong in thinking this, because this was not one of the original Cantina aliens, although he is kind of cool looking and he's got that elephant-esque thing, and, well, as even Luke said, he's full of surprises. I mean, Luke said he was full of surprises, not Ketwol, but Ketwol was too. The reason that you may not recognize him is he wasn't in Star Wars originally. Originally, we had Laxivak, the Wolfman there, and in the special edition, he was replaced. Well, the Wolfman was erased from existence. Well, the reason for that being that George Lucas felt that some of Ron Cobb's designs for the reshoots of the Cantina that were done in Hollywood, not in England, didn't quite live up to his expectations, and in particularly the wolf characters, and there were two of them. There was a wolf man and a hyena man, at least that's what they were called on set. It's sort of like how we got Hammerhead and Snaggletooth. On set, characters had nicknames. Greedo was actually called Martian. And you know that there were three different Greedos, or three Rhodians? The one that turns around and looks at the camera early on is not Greedo. Anyway, that's a YouTube video for another time. The point being is that the Wolfman mask was an off-the-shelf Halloween mask that had been reused. And George Lucas felt that that and the Hyena Man, which is what this guy was called, I'm sure he has a Star Warsian name, go look it up yourself, nerds. Well, he got replaced in the special edition by a new puppet that was, I guess, more alien-esque. I thought he was CGI at first, but it turns out he is a puppet. Like, you know, kind of not quite a Muppet, not quite a mop, but oh yeah. Well, they didn't replace all of the weird masks. The devil still wound up in there, but the hyena and the wolf were removed. And in fact, they were both replaced by the same puppet. I know, we're going to get into that. It's kind of crazy, kind of weird. The Wolfman, Laxivak, already had an action figure, although he wasn't quite screen accurate. And we would get another character from his species, thanks to the Genndy Tartakovsky Samurai Jack Clone Wars cartoon. We probably are not going to get a screen-accurate version of Laxivak in his true red outfit. He does not wear yellow. I don't know why he's in a yellow tunic when he's clearly wearing red, but since he was erased, what can I say? Cantina aliens are weird. And all the aliens in Star Wars have kind of weird stories. So what about his surprises? Well, if you want to take his pants off, yes, I said that correctly, you can take his pants off. What a weird action feature. Well, underneath it's shown that he's actually much like Napoleon, a short, dead dude. Well, is he dead? I don't know. But he is a dude and he is short. And he's using stilts. Weird. Because in the movie we had no idea. We only saw the top part of him. He just basically had a mask or puppet head. And we didn't know that he had stilts under there because I guess he has a, Napoleon complex. So with the pants on, he looks like he's just some other Cantina patron or, a weird alien, but hey. Now, looking at the mask that was used, it's interesting because both of the Wolfmen, the Wolfman and the Hyena Man, were both replaced by the same puppet. So this one, Ketwol, who got his own decipher card, well, if you flipped his head around upside down and made him look more froggy, well, yeah, he was another character. They used the same mask twice. They just turned it around. I don't know if they were lazy. I don't know if they thought this was funny. But the character with the mask flipped around got like a little turban put on, and I think he was smoking something because characters smoking things in Star Wars is very cool. Whatever. Yeah, Jabba the Hutt even came with a hookah. A hookah? A hooker? A hookah. So, yeah. Ketwol, and I can't remember the name of the guy with his head turned around. He's got a name too. Go look it up on Wikipedia, nerds. The same character. They just took, there we go. It's a Passathip and a Sarkhan. Hey, why not? Making up Star Wars alien names is fun. So yeah, same mask, just flipped around and given a turban. So, there we go. Molas and Ketwol. Have I been pronouncing it wrong? Kutol. Kutol? I hate Star Wars names. Everything outside of Han and Leia is hard to pronounce. So yeah, this guy appears twice, and both times he replaces one of the wolf characters, the wolf and the hyena, because, well, reasons. And because of this, he becomes one of the easier to customize figures, since all you really need is a new hooded kind of robe, and now suddenly you get a twofer. You just have to flip the head around, and hey, why not? Lots of people like customizing Cantina characters because we want to fill out our Cantina with as many aliens as we can, despite the fact that there's way more humans in the Cantina than anything, and we'll probably never get those. But much like the other Duros and the other Bith, the turned-around Ketwol head makes another character. And yes, there is another Bith that's not part of the band members. I don't know if he's the manager or just some dude, but yeah, he's sitting there, and we've never had a figure of him. He's right next to Star Trek Guy and Muftak. So, hey, why not? So, with a cool, interesting, let's take off his pants feature, and the fact that his jacket makes him too big to fit in the little drawers that I store my figures in, which I can't stand. This character species has shown up in the prequels, which I guess more helps justify him being in the Cantina, whatever. But yeah, I'm a purist. I don't like the fact that characters got replaced, especially because getting the original cut of Star Wars to see is, they had the one DVD and the Laserdisc, but Disney Plus sure doesn't have it. So whether he's a senator or a mechanic or the guy hanging out in the Cantina, we get this new species. But because of the fact that he's a replacement and the fact that he doesn't fit nicely in my drawers, just not a figure that I'm a fan of. But technically original trilogy, thanks to the special edition, which means he's part of this series and a part of my collection.